Well, hey there. So I was talking to my friend the other day about conspiracy theories. You know, ones that we believed in, ones that we had heard that we thought were just really outlandish, and really, the appeal of the conspiracy theory. I mean, I could get into like which conspiracy theories I think are true and which ones I think are crazy, but like it's all subjective, right? I mean, for me to call something crazy, it's just, well, that's just not comfortable for me. Like there's a theory, for example, that there's a British author named David Icke who talks about the reptilians, these reptile beings that shapeshift, and all of these major politicians are really just shape-shifting reptiles. And do I think it's true? I think that the general sense underneath this whole conspiracy theory is that our politicians can't be trusted, and I already don't. So it doesn't really make a difference at this point whether it's just like a shady human being or a shady lizard. It doesn't really change my feelings. Another theory that I've been hearing a lot about is the whole flat earth theory. And to be honest with you, I don't really care. Is there a reason I should care about that? Like, does that change anything for me? Is it because we're being lied to? It's like, we're being lied to all the time. Why are we upset about this? Like, that's a known fact. Like, stop listening to the lies then. Really, like, the appeal of the conspiracy theory from my point of view this is from my own experience and my own sense, is that like what appeals to me about conspiracy theories is that they counter the sense of reality, or the story of reality, of the collective reality that we're being fed every day. And the truth is that reality right now, it like fucking sucks. I mean, it is a chaotic, weird time in this world. And I fully believe that this chaos is preceding change. I know that it's necessary, but I'm not going to deny the fact that it's painful. I think that conspiracy theories lend a version of reality that could even be darker than the story that we're being told, but it feels, I don't know, more honest. I think it's just a sense of someone's trying to tell you a truth. And I suppose that the counter of that is that, well, none of these are true, but we don't really... I mean, you have the right and you have the complete and total freedom to believe in them and to see the world and to see reality through that theory. Because reality is subjective. It's totally what you make of it. It is purely the story that you assemble from your own experience. And none of us know which one is right. There are theories that all of this is just like a simulation, that this is all just like a virtual reality game that some greater being has created. And I've seen people arguing against that and saying, well, no, there's no way that could be true because of this, this, and this. And I'm just like, well... If you're a player in the game, any evidence that you're finding that it's not a game is part of the game. It's really arrogant of us to think that we understand how all of this works based on our like human designed science and logic and reason. Time is a human design. We think that the things that we've brought into this existence are the absolute, but these are just our own tools to understand this experience. So if you believe in a conspiracy theory, go for it. Believe in it. If it explains your world to you, if it helps, bring this whole story together, then go for it. There really isn't a reason not to. There are people who would say like, oh, you believing that is a conspiracy theory is so painful because that was a tragedy that happened to me or happened to someone I know. And I think that is entirely separate. I think for someone to believe something is conspiracy theory about a tragic event doesn't necessarily discredit how tragic it was. It's, I think, more questioning why it happened, or elements about it that we are not being told. And I think people have the right to ask those questions. I think that it is kind of our nature. We've evolved to question everything because we have the opportunity to question everything, and because we are being lied to so often that we have to question everything. I respect people who come up with conspiracy theories because I feel like I understand where it comes from. And it's my choice whether I want to believe in it or not. It's my choice whether I want to watch the mainstream news and believe in that or not. I can design that reality for myself, and so can you. And if you want to look up more about those reptilians, just look up David Icke, which his last name is Icke. It's so interesting. I think like as a narrative, I just think it's really, really interesting. And I have no idea if it's true. I am not the one to ask. You can ask him. Anyway, that's all for now, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye.